Back to the coronation now. Royal observer Bonnie Brownlee was in London today for the big event and joins us now. Bonnie, what was it like to be at such a historic event?
Pretty wild. I mean, it was packed, even in the rain. That's what we were so surprised about, is people came and they stayed. They camped, they had tents, they had umbrellas, they had picnic baskets, they had rain gear. They came prepared, and then they had fake crowns and sashes, and it was really quite. It was a big crowd today.
Now, the last coronation was more than 70 years ago and wasn't broadcast live around the world. What would you say is one of the most memorable moments from today?
There was a lot of personal family stuff in it. Some of the honorary page boys were, Prince George was in it as a grandson. Camilla had 3 of her grandsons in it and a grandnephew. So they made it less nobility and more family. And the other thing is, it was a double coronation. Both of them were crowned today, which I don't think we've seen in a long time, and you and I may never see again. So anyway, that was pretty special.
With a lot of talk now about the relevance of the monarchy, how important will the younger royals be in improving the popularity of the royal family?
I think the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Kate, are critical for future for him. They represent a different way of life. I mean, what we saw today was steeped in tradition and religion, but archaic at the same time. Like it's a little strange to still see a king and a queen, I think, in our lifetimes.
And today's coronation, as you can imagine, wasn't cheap. The cost to put on such an extravagant event was upwards of £170 million, or roughly $280 million Canadian. Doesn't that kind of separate the royals from the common people?
Of course, and all of the pomp and pageantry that you saw today would just remind people of wealth and privilege. And what are you doing for me? I mean, the royal family needs to re-message themselves, brand themselves. There are good things that are going on, but they're not really talking about it the right way. And so, they need to listen to a few more people that know what they're talking about and help them make it something of value to people, because you and I both know young people out there today care about things like the environment. They care about politics to some extent, depending on how it impacts them, and housing and how to pay their hydro bills. So the king's got to figure out a way to let people really think that he understands that, and that he is actually of help and service, which is what he pledged today.